Hi Pisces, welcome. So Pisces, this is going to be your spiritual tarot reading and we're going to go ahead and get straight into it. So Pisces, when I was feeling out the energy and meditating before starting the reading, I got a lot of go, go, go type of vibe, so it could be that you're really on the go. I heard this evening, some of you, as soon as this evening, or just like that's what the energy is feeling like as we get ready to go from Aquarius season to your birthday season, which is next. And happy early birthday to any of my Pisces. But yeah, it's kind of like a little bit of a hectic vibe. Things may feel very fast paced, or that things have picked up pace since we began the new year's. I also got this in the Taurus reading. If you're connecting with Taurus or you have Taurus in your chart, definitely check out their reading as well. So let's see what the cards have to say, Pisces, and get into it. You have the first house of self out. So Aries energy for some of you, but this is talking about your physical body, your outlook on life, doors of opportunities opening. But it also talks about your life philosophy, self-image, and how that equates to how you perceive others, right? Because the way in which we perceive self is often how we also perceive others. Because we're always looking through our own lens, right? We always have our own perception about life in general. But this is also talking about an entry point, a gateway, a beginning. So I do feel like there is some new energy coming through and maybe some new opportunities coming in that will be available to you. And these opportunities are going to put you in positions where you're able to learn more about self. So something to note here. So then you have the King of Cups as the overall energy, and this is talking about emotions, commitment, relationships. This is also Piscean energy, but can also be Cancer, Scorpio energy. So this is all relating to your self-image and how that ties into relationships and commitments. And oftentimes, if we don't tend to the most important relationship first, which is the relationship with self, it definitely can lend to how we feel and how we treat our friends, our partners, our family, whatever. So this is really encouraging you, Pisces, to see yourself as the loving, worthy human being that your source, that your higher guidance sees you as, and really commit to giving yourself grace and loving yourself into your next chapter, as opposed to guilting or shaming or judging yourself. All right, this is a very soothing, loving vibe that I feel coming through. Also, you may learn more about people that you're connected to during this time frame or have commitments towards, whether that's an intimate partner or a friend or a family member, whatever. They keep giving me a song. I don't really know the lyrics to it, but he says, take a look at me now. And then I'm also getting Man in the Mirror by Michael Jackson, which is a super inspiring song. Rest in peace, Michael Jackson. And he was a Virgo, right? So you could also be connecting with Virgo energy. But that's a really interesting song to get, because sometimes this card does talk about our reflection or looking in the mirror. And basically what he's saying in the song is that, what does he say? If you want to make the world a better place, you better look at yourself and make a change. Wise words. All right, so let's go into it deeper. We're going to look at the headspace and what you need to know. Then we're going to look at love, your heart, your emotions, and what you need to know there. Then we're going to look at the bigger spiritual picture and what's coming. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the King of Swords here. I really love that song too. I have it on my playlist, so I'm making like a mental note to go listen to it later. So Ace of Pentacles, King of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups, Ace of Swords. All right, so Pisces, the first thing that I'm feeling here is that if you've been feeling drained at work in particular, or whatever it is that you're putting work into, Spirit is trying to send you some clarifying ideas as to how things can work more efficiently or work better in that arena. So it could also be, if it's not work related, just simply feeling like, for some of you, it's the sense of like underappreciation. I get a sense that like you're putting a lot of yourself into your job for some of you and feeling underappreciated. Okay, I don't know why I'm getting career messages right off the bat, but take it or leave it. If it's not career, since there's a big group of you here, there could be just simply a situation where you feel like you're not being appreciated. Okay, it could also be within relationships. It could be in both arenas, as oftentimes our love life and our careers do tend to blend together, right? But it's almost this message here too about feeling somewhat exhausted, maybe even pushing yourself too hard or overthinking a situation that is lending to that energy. There's an opportunity here at hand, Pisces. I feel like some of you may have been looking, okay, I just have to get this out of the way. I don't mean to be getting career messages, but some of you have been looking at other possibilities or other ways to make a living, or maybe even trying to get ideas on how to launch something. But maybe you already feel committed to the way things are currently in your life, or you have a commitment already to another obligation or to another job, right? And yet there's this underwhelming sense of, I don't want to call it dissatisfaction, because I feel like there is value in whatever this is, but it just, at the end of the day, not feeling like you have any energy left, or that like your go-go juice is gone. You know what I mean? So I feel like right now, some of you are thinking about different ideas of maybe what to do about that situation. And what the messages around that is, Pisces, that the universe has already heard your request for improvement through the contrast that you've lived, right? Through the dissatisfaction that you felt, has already signaled that you are looking for an improvement. And so to get the inspiration, the idea, or the solution, your only job is to relax in the knowing that it is going to be delivered via law of attraction, and that you can rest a little bit at the end of the day, and there is insight coming through, or some sort of information about like how things can work better, or how there's something being orchestrated energetically that is going to help the situation feel more organized or cooperative, or to get you in that space of getting your mind right and you getting more organized, and therefore things being more cooperative. So I again, you know, like, this is not a career reading, but this is the message that's coming through. If it's resonating, great. If it's not, don't force it. For others of you, this could be related to relationships and not work. And if that's the case, then you might have been thinking really hard about your commitment and what you're committed to. And there's this back and forth between what you're committed to versus kind of wanting to branch out on your own a little bit more, be having a little bit more free time, or going towards things that have more of an independent flair to it. And sometimes yet you are overthinking something here to the point of exhaustion. It's like there's a way to combine the two. I heard combined efforts. There's a way to honor the commitment or whatever you've committed to and infuse energy into the situation that allows you to, at the same time, reach for something new or incorporate something new into the dynamic. So take it as it resonates. Both may be going on in the career and the relationship. I actually feel like for a lot of you, this is an intertwining message, meaning like kind of both are happening simultaneously. So let's go deeper then into the emotions, into the love life, and see. The Wheel, the 10 of Wands, The Tower. Man, your cards are flying. The Three of Wands, the Page of Wands, and the Knight of Cups. Wow. Okay, so Pisces, there's some sort of karmic debt that's been paid, okay? Or that I'm hearing that's paved the way. And this is in regards to your heart space, your emotions. Okay, I'm sorry. This is so random. I don't know why I'm getting a Fergie song. I heard, check it out. I do this on the daily. I'm trying to baby. Okay, somebody been listening to Fergie. I don't know. That could be for like one person. don't make it resonate if it doesn't. It's just it popped up, so whatever. I do this on the daily, she says. There's something here about like a mundane type of daily activity that some of y'all might feel like you want to break loose of that type of energy, right? There could be something that you do on the daily that does not serve you anymore, or some sort of thought pattern you have going on that has a tendency to exhaust you and needing to move away from that. All right. I feel like you'll know what that's about, but so anyways, there's an opportunity here. Okay. For equal exchange, for reciprocity. And this is when it comes to relationships. There's also a huge change, a Tower moment coming through, but this is a positive change. Could even be a surprise coming through the love life, the emotions, where if things have felt heavier, like a struggle, it begins to open up in a positive way, or you begin to open up in a positive way. And then there's some sort of transformation around love, intimacy, romance, where things become a little bit more light, where things become a little bit more playful. And then you have two cards about the first house, or new beginnings, which again is like arriving at some sort of clarity here. And it has a lot to deal with your outlook. So all of these are really super positive cards, with the exception of two, the Five of Cups and the Ten of Wands, which indicate some sort of emotional struggle or something that's draining you. But it's a thought process that's draining you. It's not like the actual situation or the job or the person. And I know that may feel wrong to hear. You may feel like, yes, it is absolutely about my job. They're working me too many hours or whatever. Or it is about this person who doesn't appreciate me. But when you draw it within, when you understand that everything that results in your manifested reality first begins in the heart and the mind, then you know that the true relationship to tend to get improvement is this relationship. And that's what it's pointing you back to. It's saying, the message is, Pisces, I'm not going to take away from the reality of what it is. You know, very well, the job or a person or a situation may be contributing to why you feel the way you feel. But at the end of the day, you and you alone are the only person who has the ability to change your perception, change your mind, and change your focus. And what the encouragement here is, Pisces, is to understand that it's the outlook that you hold. It's like if things feel like a struggle, as opposed to focusing on the struggle, the problem, the struggle, the problem, you have a choice. You could change the perception into, what am I learning from this? What am I expanding from this? And I'm asking for improvement. So now I'm going to look for the improvement. Or I'm going to, better yet said, I'm going to chill out and know that the universe has heard me, and I'm going to allow improvement to come. And how do I allow improvement to come into my life? By chilling out a little bit. By not taking things so seriously, by understanding that you can't get it wrong because it's never done, and it's never done because you're eternal. That a lot of problems are all in the mind, and easily treatable is what Spirit is saying through the power of your mind, through the power of your focus. So if you're having some sort of struggle, the way you get out of the struggle is to stop looking at and talking about and thinking about the struggle, because the solution is in this vibration. And you can't get to the solution while you're down here in the struggle, right? So I actually feel like you are getting some reprieve in this, and it is helping to, there's a change coming through regardless whether you change your mind or not, that will change your mind. So there's this outside influence that's coming through here, Pisces, where something changes in the situation and it opens your mind, and it allows you to also kind of change your perspective in a positive way as to, you know, foreseeing good things coming in your future and kind of getting excited about it. So let's go deeper. The Empress, the King of Cups. Wow, the Star. The Seven of Wands. And the Knight of Pentacles. Almost didn't get that out. I'm also getting the song Forgiveness. I think he says forgiveness even if you don't love me anymore. Take it or leave it. So the Empress, the King of Cups, and the Star. What a beautiful freaking combination. Like, for real. So this is going into the future energy, looking at the big spiritual picture. This is like, this card combination is exactly what the sweet spot is of life. It's being patient and knowing that there's an improvement coming or something ready to manifest. Then there's the chilling out phase, where you allow yourself to relax and enjoy and know that it's on its way to you. And then there is the wish fulfillment, the actual manifestation here. So that's what you have coming in. And this reminds me of an Eckhart Tolle podcast that I listened to this morning, actually, which he's fantastic, one of the best and well-known spiritual teachers. But what he was talking about is when Jesus spoke of manifestations. He said, ask and believe it is given. And what he meant by that is when you ask for whatever it is that you're asking for, if you at the same time believe and feel the improvement in the having of it, it manifests. And he didn't say ask and then wait 6 months and reach for it in your mind, because that creates struggle. He said, ask and it's given now, 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 in the present moment, because the present moment is all that you actually ever have. Everything else is a concept of the mind, and Jesus knew that. And Abraham Hicks talks about that as well. She wrote a book, Ask and It Is Given, and it talks about how to actually feel as in order to be able to do this, you have to believe in your own worth, divinity, and that there is unconditional love being delivered to you right here, right now. And most people don't believe that. They think they believe it, but they don't really believe it. But that's what it is. Ask and it's given. Not ask for an improvement and then wait and look at the problem, you know, because a lot of people will say, well, I've asked for an improvement in my job, but then I keep coming and every day it stinks. Well, because you didn't align with the second part of it. Ask and believe. And when you allow yourself to truly believe, you feel the improvement, because the initial part of the creation, the initial improvement, comes through the soothing of the emotion. And then the understanding that you don't have to think about that problem ever again, because it's solved, it's done, it's solved, it's done. Right here, right now. It is done. It is done. It is done. And it's hard to sometimes wrap our minds around that. But what he was saying, and Eckhart Tolle was clarifying in his spiritual teaching, was that it's not enough just to say and try to put positive affirmations out there about what you want if you don't believe it. You got to believe it and allow yourself to feel the immediate emotional improvement now, and then it manifests. So I don't know why I'm going into that rant, but it was a really interesting teaching, and it lends itself directly to this reading. So no coincidences that I watched that right before doing this reading. So ask and it is given. That might be what I'll be titling this reading. That's a sweet spot. That's where Spirit's wanting you to go. It's wanting you to literally do that. Know that you've already asked for the improvement. You don't need to continually speak it in your mind. The universe has heard you. Relax. Know the solution is coming. Chill out. Allow yourself to feel as if you already have it. And boom. There's some sort of wish fulfillment coming through here. And some of you have waited a long time for an improvement in a situation. And Spirit is saying it is on its way, but you never had to wait that long to begin with. You could have had it instantly. But a lot of us do think we need to struggle before the happiness comes, before the solution comes. We're trained to think that way. It's almost blasphemous, right? Like people almost think you're crazy when you just walk around and say, I ask it is given, I ask it is given. They would call you a Pollyanna, right? But that's because most people are used to believing that only good things come if you struggle, if you wait. And it doesn't have to be that way, right? But you get what you believe in, whether you want it or not, because you are a conscious co-creator of your experience. So the universe is asking you, would you like an improved experience? This is how you can improve it vibrationally and then reap the rewards. So Pisces, I do feel this peacefulness coming through, and there is forward progress here. Okay, so it's like the wait is over. There's something here during your birthday season that's getting ready to manifest, and it's a positive improvement. You can chill out about this, be at peace with it, and move about your merry way. What a perfect message, right? So let's see what the law of attraction has to say then for you. It says, physical well-being is only one good thought away. You could have every disease known to man within you today, and if you choose different feeling thoughts tomorrow, they would all leave your body. The key is to not give any unwanted thing much attention. When it doesn't feel good, turn your attention away. So this is interesting because I was not getting messages about physical health, but they're wanting to tie that into whatever you have going on and remind you that you can change anything in your life by changing your thoughts and feelings around it. So if you've been having issues with tension or stress or physical issues, they're saying to direct your thoughts to the well-being, the natural state of well-being that you really, really are. And also, as you soothe your mind about other things that have been worrying you, your body benefits immediately. Meditation will help as well to kind of pull it all together, Pisces. So I'm going to leave it there for now. Zodiac signs you could be connecting with or have in your own chart. I have Aries, let's see, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Aries again, Taurus, Aquarius, Virgo. Those are the predominant signs I'm seeing, but keep in mind it is a general reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it did resonate, please do let me know in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to give me a like, share, and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can find me on Facebook and Instagram for more fun stuff, because I do have content and videos and all that good stuff over there. All of my social media is Tarot Time with Dana. All of it linked in the description box below, as well as in the About section of my YouTube, where you can find the donation link. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can do so there. Otherwise, I'm wishing you the very, very best, Pisces. And until next time, my friends, namaste. Bye.